is you need to go to aplusstudents.com. You need to go to the website. Once you're on the website, you need to select math as your subject. This is a grade 3 maths lesson. Grade 3 maths lesson. And the name of the topic is addition. Okay, I'll give you the chapter number and the lesson number. Chapter number 2, lesson number 9. So let's do chapter number 2, lesson number 9. And the name of the lesson is add two numbers with four or more digits. Okay, so when we talk about digits, we can say the numbers, right? We know that the least one is the smallest one is ones, then we had tens, then we have hundreds, agreed, then we have thousand, then we have 10,000. Okay, this would be a 5-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these are the digits. Let's see if we have 10,000 or more than 10,000. After 10,000, that would be 100,000. Okay, so let's just look at 5-digit numbers. If it's required for a 6-digit number, we'll look at what is it called. Okay, hi Precious, hi Ife. Okay, the first question that we have, it says, just a moment please. We have this as a question. Oh, let's say this is the first question given to us. We need to add these numbers together. Okay, so we can say in the first question, what's given to us is we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands position, right? So when we are adding these numbers together, we add the ones first. 5 plus 8 would be 5 plus 8 is 13. That means we have 13 ones. We take 1 to the tens. 1 plus 6 is 7, and 7 plus 7 is 14, and that means 100s. Agreed? Do we agree? Okay, basically what we are doing is when we are adding 5 plus 8, 5 plus 8 in the ones. That means how many ones do we have? We have 13 ones. 13 ones can be written as 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3 ones, right? That means 10 becomes 1 tens plus 3 ones. That's why we write 3 over here, 3 in the ones, and we write 1 in the tens. Okay, so now how many tens do we have? We had 1, 6, and 7. We had 1, 6, and 7. When we add these numbers, we get 14 tens. 14 tens can be written as 1, 10 plus 4, or it can also, sorry, sorry, why is this not, okay, 140 can be written as 100 plus 4, 100, 100 plus 40, agreed? That means this is 1 hundreds plus 4 tens. So we write 4 in the tens and we carry 1 to the hundreds. Agreed? Do we agree on this? Oh, perfect. Then we add 1 plus 6 plus 2. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. And 1 plus 7 comes out to be 8. Perfect. Thank you, Semi. Thank you, Solomon. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do a next question. So this question is only till the thousands. Okay. For the next question, they are saying add a 4-digit number to a 3-digit number such that if we need to add these numbers. Question number 2, we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands, right? So, Precious, how would we solve this? What is 8 plus 1? 8 plus 1 would mean we have 9 ones. We don't have to carry anything because it's less than 10. 3 plus 5 would be 8. 9 plus 2 is 11. We leave the 1 and we carry the 1. And 1 plus 7 is 8. Okay. Do we agree over here? The ones are added with ones. The tens are added with the tens. The hundreds are added with the hundreds. And thousand with the thousand. Okay, let's have a look at the next question. Just a moment, please. I'm sorry, I might mute in the middle. I have a sore throat. So let's have a look at okay, for the question number 3, perfect. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Semi. For the next question, let's say is add these numbers together such that we need to find their sum. This is our question number 3. We know that this would be the ones, these are the tens, hundreds, and the thousands. When we add the ones, 2 plus 1 would be 3. 9 plus 6. If you're looking at the tens, 9 plus 6 tens would be 15 tens. And 15 tens can be written as 150, which can be written as 100 plus 50. That means we have 100s and we have 5 tens. Agreed? So we have 5 tens and we had 100s. Agreed? Okay. Moving ahead, 1 plus 0 plus 9 would be 1 plus 0 is 1 plus 9 is 10. That means we have 10 hundreds. That means 1000. And how many thousands would be there? 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. Thank you, Precious. Okay. 6053 is the answer. 59? No. Okay, let's do it again. 53 is okay, right? We need to do this last two parts. Okay. When we had 100s and 5 tens, right? So 5 tens and 100s. Yes, it's okay. Thank you, Semi. And 1 plus 0 plus 9 would be 10, 0, 1. Perfect. Okay. 6053. Perfect. Thank you, Sami. For the next question, let's add. Let's add. Let's add these two numbers together. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Semi. Let's look at the next one. We have ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. When there is no thousand written nowhere, we can say it has 0 thousands, right? Because the 0,300 and 2 tens and 3 units, ones, right? Okay, let's add them together. 3 plus 4 would be 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. And what about the last one? This is 5 only. Thank you, Semi. Thank you, Solomon. Okay, 5,997. I don't think we have to give it in the words. We just need to add them for this topic. For the next question, they're saying question number 5. They're asking us to add these numbers together. Okay, let's write question number 5. So the numbers that we have are, we have the ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay, 1 plus 2 would be, we have 3 ones. What is tens? 7 plus 5. If we add the tens, there was 7 plus 5. That means 12 tens. 12 tens is equals to 120, which can be written as 100 plus 20. 100 equals to 100s plus 2 tens. That means we have 2 tens and 100s. When we look at the hundreds, we have 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. So that means we have 15 hundreds. carry 1 to the thousands. Okay. 1 plus 5 plus 3 is 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 7, 8, and 9. 9,523. Agreed? Okay. If I change this question and if I say I add one, I change just one digit in this. Okay. Just a moment, please. Okay. And if I say this becomes 4. So what can we do about this? Question number 6. We know that we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, we have the thousands, and we have 10,000s, right? Yes, thank you, Solomon. Okay. So when we add these numbers, all I did was I changed one number. 1 plus 2 would be equals to 3. 7 plus 5 would be equals to the same working that we did over here. We had how many tens? 7 plus 5 tens, right? So we can say we would have 2 tens and 1 hundreds. If we add 1 plus 9 plus 5 for the hundreds, if we have 1 plus 9 plus 5, that would be equals to 15 hundreds, right? That means 15 hundreds can be written as 1000 plus 500. That means we have 1,500s. So we can write 5 in the hundreds and we carry the 1 in the thousands. Okay. So let's see if we add the thousands together. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. So we simply 10,000 has 1. So the number becomes 10,523. Do we agree on this? The number changes to a 5-digit number because the thousand position has been increased by 1. So that becomes 10. So you put a 0 on the thousands and you carry 1 to the 10,000s. Thank you, Adyan. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Let's have a look at another example. Next question, they are saying add these two numbers such that question number 7. Let's add these numbers together. We have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands. We have a 4-digit number that goes to 1,000. 7 plus 2 would be 7 plus 2. That means 9 ones When you look at tens, 9 plus 2, if you're looking at tens and we say 9 plus 2, that means 11 tens. That means 110, which can be written as 100 plus 10. 100 can be written as there is a single hundreds and there are single tens. Agreed? So we write 1. You don't have to do this working which I'm doing at the bottom. It's just that you don't have to do this working, right? This is just for the explanation. And 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 0 is still 2. And we bring down the thousands, 2,219. Do we agree? Do we agree that the answer would be? Sorry, let me just. 2,219 would be the answer. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Let's have a look at another example. Okay. The question says, add the numbers. Okay. Question number 8. We're supposed to add these numbers together. We have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands position. Agreed? So let's add. Perfect. Thank you, Adan. Okay. Two plus 8. 2 plus 8. How many ones do we have? 2 plus 8. That means we have 10 ones. 10 ones equals to 10. That means 1 tens we have. So we write a 0 here and we carry the 1. When we look at tens, 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 7 is 8, 2 plus 7 is 9, and 4 plus 4 would be 4 plus 4 would be 8. Okay. Now let's change the question and let's see if we change just 2 values in the question, what will happen to the question. If I would make this as 5 and make this as maybe this as 4 or 3 and 5. We just change 2 digits in the question and we want to look at the difference it makes. Because we are changing at 100,000th position, it would make a big impact because it's increased by 1,000, right? So if we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands. Okay, if we need to add them together, what can we say? Let's add them together. Sorry. How many ones do we have? We have 2 plus 8 is 10 ones. 1 plus 0 is 1 plus 7 is 8 ones. Okay. How many hundreds do we have? 3 plus 7 is 10 hundreds. That means 1,000. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 plus 5 is 10. So we carry 1 in 10 thousands. Therefore, the answer would be 10,080. Do we agree? It comes out to be 10,080. Why? Because when we are adding the thousands position, that was 1 plus 4 plus 5. That means 10,000. If we write this as 10,000, right? So how many 10,000s do we have? We have a single 10,000, right? So we put a 0 on the 1,000 and we carry 1 to the 10,000 and we have 10,080. Okay? Okay, let's have a look at another example. For the next question, it says add a 3-digit number to a 4-digit number. This is the information given to us. If we would need to add these numbers together, we know that we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands position. So how can we add the ones? Thank you, Adayan. Precious. What should be 8 plus 0? When 0 is added, it stays the same. 8 plus 0 would stay as 8. 2 plus 2 for 1,000. Sorry, tens. 2 plus 2 would stay as a 4. For hundreds, 5 plus 2 would be 700s. And for 1,000, 7 comes as it is. Perfect. Thank you, Precious. 7,748. Okay. Let's change some numbers in the question. Perfect. So if I change the numbers and I say we need to add these questions, two values together, can we say, sorry, just a moment, please. Can we say in question number 11, we need to add these numbers together? We know these are the ones, these are the tens, these are the hundreds, these are the thousands. If we add the ones, 8 plus 3 means 11. If we are looking at the ones, we can say 8 plus 3, that means 11 ones. That equals to 11s, right? And 11 would be equals to 10 plus 1. So there is a single tens and a single ones. Agreed? One ones and one tens. Perfect. Thank you, Adrian. When we look at the tens, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 9 would be 12. If we add 1 plus 2 plus 9 for the tens, we know that it becomes 12. And 12 tens would be equals to 120, which can be written as 100 plus 20. We have 1 hundreds and 2 tens. So we have 2 tens, we have 1 hundreds. How about 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 9? In adding these numbers, what I do is I add 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 1000s, right? And 1 plus 7 would be 8, 8,521. Do we agree on the answer? Question number 11. Is it the same? 8,000. There are 8,000s, 500s, 2 tens, and 1 ones. Okay. Okay. For the next question, it says, let's do a question or two more. Then we do the test together. Question number 12. Let's add these numbers together. We have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands. Let's add the ones. How many ones do we have? See, we do not have to worry unless and until it exceeds a 10. If it exceeds a 10, then only we need to carry. Okay? But if it's a number, like in this case, 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3 is a number that is less than 10, we write it directly. 6 plus 3, 6 plus 3 was 9, number less than 10. Okay? But for the hundreds, it is 8 plus 2, right? 8 plus 2 for the hundreds. That means we have 10 hundreds. That means 10 means 1000. Can we say, we can say this is 1000 plus 0 hundreds? So we write 0 for the hundreds and we take 1 for the 1000. 1 plus 8 would be 9. 9095. Okay, if there is a 0, right? In question 11, it was 8500, right? 21, because there was a 5 on the hundreds. But when we read question number 12, we can see there is a 0 on the hundreds, right? So we simply say 9000. We don't say 0 hundreds. We simply say 9095. Okay. So if you're not saying the word hundreds, it means it's a 0 over there. Agreed? Okay. One more example. For the next question, it says, add the numbers such that the numbers given are, just a moment, please. Let's do this. When we add these numbers together, can we say we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands? 9 plus 5. 9 9 plus 5 is a number that is greater than. So if we say ones, 9 plus 5 would be 14 ones. That means 10 plus 4. So we have 1 tens and 4 ones. Agreed? So we have 4 ones and 1 tens. Let's add the tens together. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. How about hundreds? 3 plus 7 is hundreds, right? So let's see. 10 hundreds, that would be equals to 1000, and we can say 1000 0 hundreds. So we put 0 hundreds. And how about thousands? 1 plus 1 is 2. So the final answer comes out to be 2054. Agreed? Okay. One more example, then we do the test. If we are adding a 2-digit number to a 4-digit number, sorry, just a moment please. Question number 14, it says that add the numbers together. Okay, if the numbers given to us are 29 is added to 3135. So we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, and we have the thousands. So how many ones do we have? 9 plus 5 would be 14 ones, right? I may. How many tens do we have? 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6 ones. 10, sorry, 6 tens. How many hundreds do we have? We have a single hundred, and thousand would be 3. So we can say 3160. Perfect, May. Thank you, May. Let's try some questions from the test. Okay. Just a moment, please. Grade 3, chapter 2, 9. Test. Okay. The first question that we have says add the numbers together such that. Okay, very easy question. Let's say the first question from the test. This is given as this. We'll look at how we can find the answer easily, right? How can we make our lives easier? So what is the answer? If 1665 is added to 7278, then the answer should be yes, Adyan. What about the question number 1 from the test? Semi, see, we know the positions. These are the ones, these are the tens, these are the hundreds, and they were the thousands. Okay, how we can check the differences? See, all of these answers had 894, the starting digits 894, 894, and 894. So the difference would be made by the last digit. Agreed? Only the ones position is making the difference. So when 5 is added to 8, when 5 is added to 8, the answer comes out to be 5 ones are added to 8 ones. How many ones do we have? We have 30 ones. Right, thank you. So we have 13 ones, right? The remaining answer would be same 894, 894. So which option should be correct? Ending with a 3, right? So we don't have to solve it completely just by looking at if they are same digits in the beginning. Okay, if we have the same digits in the beginning, we can find the answer by just looking at the difference. And this would be 894 because it was the same option for all 4 categories. Thank you. Let's look at another example. In question number 2, they are asking us to solve a very similar question. Okay, this is the question number 2, and they want us to find the answer. Let's see where the difference is. Can we say 818, 818, 818, 819? This is different, right? So let's see. So we, in this case, we have to look at 2 digits to find the answer. So if we add the ones, option C. Perfect. Let's see. May and Precious and Semi, let's confirm. 8 plus 1 is 9. So it needs to end with a 9, right? So there is no other option ending with a 9. This was ones, this was tens, hundreds, and thousand, right? So if it ends with a 9, option C is the correct answer. And the remaining part of would be right. Okay, let's have a look at another example. I hope the next one is better. Same. Question number 3 says, if this information is given to us, question number 3, let's add these numbers together. Let's see what options would be the correct answer. So once we look over here, can we say 605, 605, 605, and 605 is same? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sami. So where would be the difference? 2 plus 1 was 3. Which value has 3? right? Thank you. Okay, so we only need to look for, we can solve the complete question, but it's better to just look for the difference, okay, where the question makes a difference. That means the remaining part of the answer would be 605. Yes, thank you, Solomon. Okay, please do complete the remaining questions, practice them.